All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about output. So let's go to htdocs, the shortcut here on the desktop. We're going to go inside the Learn Basic JavaScript, and I'm going to right click and click on New Folder, and I'm going to do 02 Output. Okay, I'm going to close that. Let's go into Sublime, and we can close these out from the previous video. Minimize that one and go to Output, right click and do New File, and let's do index.html. And then I'm going to do new file again, and let's do main.js. Okay, so for the index.html file, I want to type in HTML, hit tab, so that that's present. And now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about JavaScript display possibilities. So JavaScript can display data in different ways. Writing into an HTML element using .inner HTML, writing into the HTML output using document.write, writing into an alert box using window.alert, and writing into the browser console using console.log. So the first display possibility we're going to talk about is inner HTML. So let's go inside of this file here, and I'm going to return a couple times, and we're going to comment this out. Let's call this inner HTML. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a script tag here. Okay, and inside of that script tag, which will return once, we're going to do document.getElement by ID, and let's do test, and we're going to do .inner HTML equals 11 plus 20. Okay, and so we'll do that, and then what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to put in a paragraph tag with an ID of test. Okay, and then I'll put that there. Now if I right click and open in the browser, we can see 31. Okay, so if we inspect this real quick and go to the console, it's not going to show anything because everything's working the way it's supposed to. But if we go here in the script, 11 plus 20 is 31, and that's what it's displaying because we did document.getElement by ID, which is test, and you see how it filled out 31. But if I close this, we go here, we don't have anything there. So what it's doing is it's dynamically inputting information onto the web page. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Now another way to do it is to use document.write. So what I want you to do with this one, you can leave this one here, okay, but I want you to copy all of this and then return a couple times and paste it down here, and we're going to change this to document.write, okay, and then I want you to delete all of this. Okay, and what I'm going to do is we're going to write in document.write, and we're going to do 5 plus 11. Okay. So if I right click and open in the browser, I got 31 from the previous example, and I have 16 for this example. So if I inspect this, it's not going to show anything there because it's an internal document. So we have 5 plus 11, 11 plus 20, but again, it's not going to show it on the console because we're not doing console.log, but we're going to get to that in a second. So close the tab there. The next way we're going to talk about it is to use window.alert. Okay, so for window.alert, it's going to be similar to this. So let's Control V to paste this down here, and I'm going to do window.alert. Okay, and we're going to do window.alert. Whoop. And then I'm going to do 5 plus 20. Okay, and make sure you close it. Okay, now when I right click and open in the browser, you can see it pops up a window. So if I hit OK, the window disappears. If I right click and inspect this, it's nowhere to be found because it's an internal script. So it's not going to show anywhere else. Now, if I refresh, let's close this out. If I refresh, then it's going to pop up right there, 25. So let's close that out. And now we're going to try console.log. So what I want you to do is copy this one here and go to line 25 and paste that in. And we're going to do, instead of window.alert, we're going to do console.log. This is the fun part now. So we're going to do console.log and we'll do 10 plus 30. And the reason why I right click and open in the browser here. Okay, so you see 25 there. Now if I inspect this, so what you're going to see is you're going to see 40. And the only number you're going to see is 40. Because what we did, if I go back to Sublime real quick, I did 10 plus 30. So 10 plus 30 is 40. Now, it'll show up here. It'll print this off. And console.log is a great way to test and debug your JavaScript. I highly recommend using console.log first before you use anything else, because what it's basically for is debugging. That's the purpose of it. And you also have the console right here. So anything you write in console.log, it's going to show up in the console here, this console tab inside the web browser. And that's what it's built for. So if you type in clear like this and hit enter, it will clear it out. So if I do console.log and we do 40, it's going to show 40. So let's clear that. And I'll refresh this. And there you see 40, because what it's doing is it's running the console.log. Because it wants the console to log it and then display what is supposed to happen. And this is the way that you debug your site so that you make sure that everything is working the way that you want it. This is a great way to test and make sure everything's working. So I'm going to close that out, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.